Welcome back, students. So let's continue the next part of this play, Mother's Day by J.B. Presley. In the previous module, we have discussed Mrs. Annie Pearson, that she scolds her husband, that is George Pearson, and she revealed that the way people used to call you at the club, what? Pompey Pearson, that they tease you on your back. That time, for the confirmation, George Pearson, he asked his son, that is Cyril, but in reply his son said, I am afraid they do. It means in a positive way. Then George left. Later on, Cyril, that he said to his mother that, Mother, you should not have told in this manner. You should not have told him, because you hurt his feelings. Son said to his wife that you shouldn't have told him like that. And mom, that is not fair, and you have hurt his feelings. Son said. Then mother said, what? Sometimes it does good them. This is the statement it is given here, that sometimes it does people good to have their feelings hurt. It means sometimes if you want to put the behavior, if you want to mold the nature of that person, if he or she is wrong, so it becomes necessary to scold or to rebuke them. So that is, and this is the correct statement everywhere, it is applicable. Sometimes we know that our parents, that they used to scold us. Why? Whenever we are wrong, if we do something wrong, that time they scold us. Why? Because parents know very well that scolding, it sometimes does good to them, to their child. So that is why. So on hearing this statement, George, it means Cyril said, I have doubt about it, that whether it does good to them. That time Mrs. Pearson said that possibly you do, but what I doubt is whether your opinions are worth having. What do you know? Nothing. And you spend too much time, where she said to her son, where you spend too much time and good money at greyhound races and dirt tracks and ice shows. Greyhound means the race of the dogs, or the dog's race, that you are spending too much money. Mother said to her son, that is Cyril, and your opinions are not worth to listen. So why are you telling to me all these things? So now, later on, what happened suddenly, that somebody knocked on the door. That time Cyril said, let me see, because this knocking, perhaps that is for me. So then he left to open the door. When he re-enters, that time he said, what it is that he calls in a different name. What did he say? It is that silly old bag from the next door. It means that is Mrs. Fitzgerald. And what he called Cyril, what is said in her case, in Mrs. Fitzgerald, that it is silly old bag from the next door. And he asked her, do you want? He asked his mother. Mother said, yes, certainly I do. And don't call her again silly old bag either. She is a very nice woman, compared with a lot more sense than you people. Who said? Mother said, or Mrs. Pearson said. And he scolds her son that don't call her what? A silly old bag later on. Then later on, the real Mrs. Pearson returns. It means Mrs. Fitzgerald came, and we know that Mrs. Fitzgerald means actually Mrs. Pearson, that she enters or she returns, and she finds Doris in tears. She was in tears, and in front of her, because when Mrs. Pearson, that she rebukes, that she scolds her family, including Cyril, George and Doris, that time she tries to interrupt there. Who? Mrs. Fitzgerald. It means actually Mrs. Pearson, because we know that The real Mrs. Pearson, that she is a kind-hearted lady, pleasant one in her 40s, who loved her family, fond of her family, especially her children and husband. So in front of her, when Mrs. Pearson, actually Mrs. Fitzgerald, when she scolds her family members, that time she could not digest, she could not tolerate, and she tries to interrupt there in between. Whenever Mrs. Pearson is scolding them, that time Mrs. Pearson, that she said to Mrs. Fitzgerald, see, let me manage my family in my own way. When Mrs. Fitzgerald asked her, what are you doing dear? Why are you scolding all these things? That time Mrs. Pearson, she replied, you please keep quiet, let me manage my family in my own way. Right? Who said? Mrs. Pearson said to Mrs. Fitzgerald. Then Mrs. Pearson informs that what I am doing nothing, just I am putting them at their own places. Because here in front of Mrs. Fitzgerald, it means actual Mrs. Pearson. What Mrs. Pearson did, it means Mrs. Fitzgerald did, she scolds each and every member. Even when George enters, that she scolds him also. That don't you want to go to the club? That the people would be waiting for you. That the way that they used to call you, Pompey Pearson, all these things. And she also threatened him that if you talk any more in this way, because in between in the discussion, the real Mrs. Pearson, that she could not tolerate, and by mistake that she uttered his name, George's name. She said George instead of saying something different, Mr. George Pearson, a single name that she took. That time George also surprised that he asked her, what is your matter, why are you here, that we are, please excuse us, please you go, because we are dealing here, we are here in 6s and 7s. The word is used. What did George say? That please excuse us, or nothing to do with you, Mrs. Fitzgerald. We are at 6s and 7s here just now, so perhaps you will excuse us, George said to Mrs. Fitzgerald. It means actual Mrs. Pearson. 6s and 7s means we are in a condition of disorder now. Right? We are having some problem at home. Please, so that is why you please excuse us. That time Mrs. Pearson, actually Mrs. Fitzgerald, she interrupts and she said, I won't excuse you, George Pearson. Next time, whenever my friends or the neighbors are coming at home, that time you do not say anything. Just see, sometimes when you see them, say good evening, good morning. How do you do? Ask them, and don't just march and sit down here without a word, saying them good morning or greeting them. It is not a good manner. Who said? Mrs. Pearson said to George. It means actually that was Fitzgerald. So then, and she also threatened him that if you tried in this way again, so what I would do there, that I would slap your big and fat silly face if you do not mold your behavior. So in this way that she scolds each and every members of the family, including Cyril, George and Doris. Because later on Doris enters, that she was in tears. She was weeping, crying. When she asked, when Mrs. Fitzgerald asked to Doris that today you were planning or you had planned to go out with Charlie Spence. Why are you here then? Don't you want to go? That time Doris said no, because my mother, that she doesn't like, and plus that she used to call him the Charlie Spence, what? Buck teeth, half-witted, so in this way. And after some arguments between daughter and mother, once again Doris started crying. So all these things, real Mrs. Pearson, she doesn't like. So that is why then she requests Mrs. Fitzgerald that please stop all these things. But Mrs. Pearson said, Miss real Mrs. Fitzgerald, please just keep quiet. Let me show their places. What I am doing there, just I am putting everyone their place, nothing else. And see, you will see the result that they will be doing in the future their own work by their own hands, and they will be giving you helping hand in household work on Saturday and Sunday. You will see the change, right? So now in this way here we have discussed the way she scolds each and everyone in front of real Mrs. Pearson. But real Mrs. Pearson, being a loving nature, fond woman of the family that she could not tolerate, so she requests real Mrs. Fitzgerald to stop all these things. So now the next part of this play that we will continue.